How is it?
It's fine.
Okay. It's on live now.
Hmm?
I'm on live now.
Wait, what?
I'm recording live. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to this. Technically, it's a third live session, but the video I made yesterday wasn't able to save because I was using my old iPad Pro, while the first live video that actually got saved, I was using my phone. So this time around, I'm using my phone so that even if you're not able to catch this live, we can rewatch this video together. And for tonight's theme, tonight's question or topic is, it's time to stop wishing or hoping for an easy shift. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that we want an easy shift, correct? We want we want it chill. But you gotta be honest with yourself, what area are you working in? Are you working in medical surgical, ICU, ER, these high activity places, and you're hoping for an easy shift? I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you can still hope. But if you are someone who is just feeling the drain, I think it's best to prepare yourself for, like, okay, this shift is going to be busy, or this shift is going to be, it's going to be a lot of activity, and I'm going to expect that. And if it's easy or chill, good, that's a bonus. But otherwise, it's better to just set your vibe at the same level as what goes on 80 to 90% of the time. Because it's also in my experience where I'm like, oh yeah, I've worked in I work in ICU. I work in medical surgical wards and cardiothoracic surgery where it's always busy, and things move fast, especially at the start of the day shift when patients come in literally as the shift starts, and then you're told, oh, get this patient ready because they're going to be brought down for surgery, and you're just like, what? Like, endorsement isn't finished yet, and you're expected to really move things quickly. And just observe yourself. Observe yourself the next time you work in these areas, these high acuity busy areas, and you're wishing for an easy shift. Observe how you feel when you find out that at the start, once you enter the floor, once you enter the space, you can tell how hectic it is. And observe if you have that feeling of like crashing down. You feel low. You feel drained, and the shift hasn't even begun, but you already feel drained. And this is why I encourage you to just if you're in a high acuity area, take it as it is. All right. Of course, if you're working in outpatient or quieter wards, then yeah, you can hope and wish for a quiet and easy shift. But if 80 to 90% of the time your shift is busy, do yourself a favor and just accept it for what it is instead of wishing for the opposite, which is like the likelihood is very low, right? Because I want you to walk in to your shift feeling ready. It is what you expected, and you're energized. Okay. And also, one thing I want to point out is that when we're always wishing for an easy shift, right? We're all, oh, please, let it be easy. And your area is not easy. What happens is that once the busy shift starts, and you were just hoping and praying and manifesting for an easy shift, you tend to cut corners. Because you're just like, oh, if it's not going to be easy, I'm going to make it easy. And that's in the subconscious level, where you cut corners, where you do things quickly, where you disregard protocol. And you better hope you don't make mistakes. And you better hope that no injury or harm happens when you cut corners. All right? And that's what I find in my experience whenever I hope and pray and wish for an easy shift. And I noticed that when I started to just accept how things are, like, okay, in this shift, I'm gonna get a lot of scolding, I'm gonna get a lot of upset people. And it's not my fault. It's just how it is. It's the system. It's the never ending understaff. And of course it gets to you, right? I mean, I was working at a nursing center and I really trained myself every morning, and it's actually a stoicism technique to just train yourself to accept, to imagine the worst case scenario of people getting upset, angry, yelling at you. And I trained my mind on that for many months. But the thing is, it's a different story when you train your mind and then it physically happens. It's physically in front of your face every single time you get yelled at for so many months. So, oh, there goes the light. That's a sign for me to cut this short because it's past my bedtime. But that is the theme for tonight. It is to try to not wish for an easy shift, but more of just accept it for what it is and just do your best. Okay, and to end this session, daily stoic for some to help us with our mindset when things get tough. And I'm sure things are tough. All right. Ooh, today is September 17th, and the headline is Dealing with Haters. What if someone despises me? I'm sure you're going to relate at work. Let them see to it, but I will see to it that I won't be found doing or saying anything contemptible. Yes, don't give them ammos. Don't give them reasons to drag you down. Zip it, and walk away. What if someone hates me? Let them see to that, but I will see to it that I'm kind and good-natured to all, and be prepared to show even the hater where they went wrong. Not in a critical way, because when you confront them, they're just going to deny it anyways. They're going to hate you more. Or to show off my patience, but genuinely and usefully. So yeah, especially in a professional setting, there's no point getting very emotional, because even if you're in the right, but you're very emotional, it's going to go against you. You're going to think you're not professional enough. Okay. When someone has a strong opinion about something, it usually says more about them than whatever or whomever the opinion happens to be about. This is especially true when it comes to resentment and hatred of other people. It is a sad irony that the prejudiced often harbor secret attractions to those they so publicly hate. For this reason, the Stoic does two things when encountering hatred or ill opinion in others. They ask, is this opinion inside my control? If there is a chance for influence or change, they take it. But if there isn't, they accept this person as they are and never hate a hater. Our job is tough enough already, yep, as a nurse. It is tough and draining. We don't have time to think about what other people are thinking, even if it's about us. Now, if we're all being honest, it does get to us. We might say stick and stones, but it does get to us. So the way I see it now is that whenever someone has these negative opinions of whatever, I imagine someone giving out their opinions as just farting. You know, it's like air and it smells bad. And that's how I see it as an opinion. And just recently, my concept of negative opinions is they're just like flies, insects that annoy you, and they're there, but they won't be there forever, and they're short-lived. And what's important is your opinion of yourself and of the situation. And what matters is money. I'm like, why would you care about something if it doesn't pay you at the end of the day, for being real. All right, so that's our session for today. I hope I hope I didn't trigger you or trigger anybody. If you're a nurse, if you're someone providing care, this is a space for you. I'm here to support you. If you've got any questions, write them in the comments down below. And I will be back again tonight, hopefully around 10 o'clock, same time. And of course, if you missed this live, it's going to be saved. All right? Good night, guys. Bye. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I promise you, you won't regret it.